welcome back to She Tried It. This is the Eliza cardigan by Talia of Talia Crochet Creations. If you're new here, be sure to check the description box for timestamps, link to the pattern, the yarn, and everything else I mentioned in this video. Okay, let's get started. I have been a fan of Talia for a while now. After looking through her patterns, I knew the Eliza cardigan was something I definitely wanted to make, and I'm so glad I did. I think it's worth noting that Talia is a Black designer. Not that she deserves any special treatment for being Black, but I want to make it very clear that Black Girl Magic was behind this design. And let's be honest, it's obvious. Besides Talia's amazing designs, let's talk about her hair. I am a natural and so is Talia. I love seeing her release new patterns just as much as I love seeing how she styles her hair when she releases a new pattern. I got so interested in how she was such a great crocheter and so great at doing her hair. I just attributed it to Black Girl Magic, and it was. But I also want to shout out her sister. I have an older sister of my own, so I'm a sucker for sister duos. Talia has her sister model a few of her designs, which I love. And her sister is the artist behind some of her hairstyles, which I also love. Talia's sister has a salon called Diva Tresses Studio. I'll be sure to link her Instagram and website below. If you're a natural in the Hampton, Virginia area, I would think her sister is worth checking out. But okay, back to the designer. Talia has been designing since 2017, and she has a ton of designs under her belt. Based on her website, outside of crochet, Talia has a career in the construction industry and enjoys reading and writing poetry. I'll be sure to link her website, Ravelry, and Instagram in the description box below if you would like to learn more about Talia. As if designing wasn't enough, Talia also sells gorgeous embellished crochet hooks in a variety of sizes on her website. I'll be sure to link those below as well. Some amazing designs all over Ravelry, but I was instantly drawn to this Eliza cardigan, and honestly I couldn't escape it. I saw it on her website, and when I was perusing through one of my favorite websites, WeCrochet.com, I saw it there too. I forgot where I initially saw this pattern, but I do know that this is the first picture I ever saw of this pattern. I owned a cheetah print headscarf and the inspiration grew from there. This is such a simple pattern and great for any beginner looking to crochet a cardigan. This cardigan is designed as a top-down circular yoke. I recently made the stroll sweater and I misspoke in that video. I didn't know the difference between a yoke sweater and a raglan, but this and the stroll sweater are both yoke sweaters. The great thing I love about yoke sweaters, which I mentioned in my last video, is the ability to try them on as you go. If you need inspiration on what colors to choose as the main color and the accent color, be sure to check out the finished projects of other makers on her Ravelry. Another great thing about this pattern is that it's also free on her website. The pattern alone is not expensive at all, but if you like a deal like I do, be sure to check out her website. Is Wool-like yarn by Loops and Threads, which is exclusively sold at Michael's stores. It is very accessible. However, my area didn't have access to all the colors they offer. I initially wanted to make the main color of this cardigan tan and the accent color black. However, there were only 2 skeins of the tan color at my local store, and I'm never a fan of playing yarn chicken. So I made the main color black and the accent color tan. That ended up being a good choice for me considering how well this black garment goes with the items in my closet, but I still really like the tan color. I won't make any promises, but I hope to use the tan color on a project in the future. I also could see myself using this black for something down the line as well. With that said, I don't think I'll be selling the yarn I have left over from this project on my Mercari shop. But if you haven't looked at my stash on Mercari before, I would take a look at it because you might find something else you like, and I am open to negotiate pricing. This pattern called for fingering yarn, which we all know I love, but I was determined to use this yarn that I had been eyeing at Michael's. It is classified as a super fine yarn. I believe it's a bit thinner than what the pattern called for. With that in mind, I added a few rows here and there to get the length that I wanted, but for the most part, no other modifications were needed, even though I was using a thinner yarn. This yarn is 85% acrylic and 15% nylon. It is also completely machine washable and dryable. Each skein weighs about 100 grams and comes with 678 yards of yarn, which is a whole lot. I used less than 2 skeins of the black and far less than 1 skein of the tan. I personally had no issues with the yarn. It worked out very nicely and has a great drape. It also has a ton of great reviews on the Michaels website. The only con I saw from quite a few people was that this yarn was a tangled mess once they got toward the end. But again, I didn't have that problem at all. Needless to say, I'm very happy with how this project turned out. There is absolutely nothing I would do to change this pattern or the yarn that I use. Don't forget to check the description box below for all the things I mentioned in this video. Let me know if you have any more questions about this pattern or yarn. And if you were to make the Eliza cardigan, let me know in the comments below what would be your main color and what would be your accent color. It's so fun to hear what color combinations people come up with. See you in my next video. Bye!